Good afternoon, Heath residents. I'm Jeremiah McClure. I'm the mayor of the city of Heath. First, let me say thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you to the staff as we're dealing with our water issue and a boil notice. Unfortunately, we come to this issue today due to a software that could have and should have been replaced in past time. However, we had some errors in the way that the communication is between the softwares. This has led to our towers, our water towers, being depleted, which has also increased the concern for having pressure. Obviously, there are regulations and protocols that go into place when you lose pressure. We're required by TCEQ to then go to a boil notice, as you've all been notified. Please know that the towers are now refilled and we do have full pressure. So I want to again thank the staff for working diligently on this. There is going to be more to come. We will be having a special session meeting that's going to be reviewing all of the root cause failure through a root cause failure analysis. We're going to be investigating all the details of timelines all the way into communication strategies. I also would like to say to the city residents, please understand that communication is a big deal for our city. And hopefully you've seen that through our social media posts. You're seeing overviews being done by DPS chief, as well as our city manager, which is the CEO of the city. And so I just first and foremost want to say thank you to all of you and all of them for all of that. But there's a lot to come, as we've now seen. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed in our budget cycle, as well as things like this software, in which needs to be escalated very quickly, reviewed, remediated. So there's more to come as we continue to investigate and make replacement changes to some of our software and our infrastructure and our communication strategies. We also know that there's much on our plate. You will hear more of that as time comes. We're in all kinds of opportunities, I'd like to say, for change. Please know that staff is working diligently on behalf of all of us. But not only are they working on behalf of all of us to remediate this issue, there are many others that they're working through. They're also working through very aggressively our budget and the things needed for our budget, as well as the concerns of the funding, the concerns of the spending, and those go into all kinds of items, whether it be infrastructure or even litigation. I know many of you have questions about the litigation. I know many of you have questions about our water sources. Please know that there have been many meetings, and these things take time. It took us a long time to get here. It's going to take a little bit of time to get out. But we are working diligently. We're working collaboratively. We're now in communications with our neighboring cities, our neighboring elected officials, and our neighboring city staff members, as well as our water source providers. And those meetings are going well. So thank you for your patience on this, as that takes time to work through. As you well know, this staff cares, and they're working hard for all of us. Please know that it is important to understand, as of yesterday, the first call that came in was roughly around 7:30. There will be more milestone checks on every detail of how things were unfolding and being remediated in real time. However, I was on site early, roughly around 8:30. I was already in City Hall, then also in the Public Works building, and then going to our city supply, which is where our pump station is, and working with the Director of Public Works on multiple phone calls. I immediately made phone calls to the neighboring city mayors, talking about the interlocal agreements, ensuring that our chief of DPS has communicated with the other chiefs, and making sure that we have a plan and that we're following our emergency plans. I know too that we worked with the Rockwall County Emergency Services, and started deploying all of our emergency strategy protocols. I was on over 60 calls just trying to ensure that all parties were communicated and communicated with, as well as ensuring that there was a proper strategy to ensure that this does not become worse as we did have 2 towers that were completely depleted. Now, roughly in the afternoon, we were able to start having a sigh of relief as the tanks refilled, the software was working properly, everything was back online. We now, unfortunately, have to wait to ensure that we get proper test results, and we're working with North Texas Municipal Water District as well as TCEQ. And once they are approving our water results, then we'll be able to come off of a boil notice. Let me just say, again, as you've heard many times in this video, thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. We are a community, and we are a premier community, and we will live up to being a premier community. And again, God is with us. God bless, and thank you all.